it's Nicole Wilkins with FitnessRx for Women. This is my next question and answer segment where I took your questions from Facebook and I'm going to answer them for you today. The first question I have is there a such thing as working out glutes too much that it might make them flat? I work glutes 3 times a week. If you work them out too much, no, they won't get flat. But your glutes are a very major muscle and do need just as much recovery as any other body group, muscle group in your body. So make sure that you at least leave about 48 hours in between each leg workout. If you're doing glutes 3 times a week and a leg workout, then it may be a little bit too excessive. So if you're hitting them hard enough, 2 times a week is pretty sufficient. Do you incorporate massages or chiropractors into your fitness regime for sore or tight muscles? Yes, I do. I go to the chiropractor every Tuesday, and I have been for so many years. And I get massages about every other week, especially leading up to a contest. I train really hard, and I've had herniated discs in my past, so chiropractic care helps me stay well, and it's more of a maintenance thing so I don't get injured. And I think it's really important to incorporate those things into your regime. The next question is, I work 2 overnight shifts a week that keep me up 24 hours each day. My meal planning all day is the same, but at night, like 1 a.m. to 3 a.m., I start starving and then end up sabotaging my diet. Any suggestions on what to eat, if anything? My suggestion to you is if you're working for 24 hours, you're going to need more meals than just a standard 12-hour day. So as long as you're awake, continue eating every 3 hours. Don't stop eating and then and then starve yourself while you're still working for another 10. So bring enough food for, I would say, about 10 meals. If it's getting closer to the time where you would go home and go to bed, then I would decrease your carbohydrates as that time gets closer, because you don't need a whole lot of carbs which are energy for bed. So that would be the way I would structure it. I would keep most of my carbs higher, more toward the beginning of the work schedule, the 24-hour shift, and then decrease them as the shift ends. But definitely bring more meals than just 5 or 6. Can you talk about the importance of water and why, on average, a person should drink 2 liters or more? I'm not sure why one should drink a gallon if your body gets rid of what it doesn't need. I know it keeps the body working more efficient, but what is the science of drinking more water? Well, your body is made up of about 2/3 of water, and most of the time when we're mildly dehydrated, it's actually a sign that we just need water. It can actually, I'm sorry, if we're actually thirsty because we're already partially dehydrated, by drinking water, it will give us more energy. It will help with digestion issues so you don't get constipated, especially if you're eating higher protein. But I mean, your brain is made up of almost like 90 or 95% water. Your lungs are made up of 90% water. Your blood has water in it. So it's really important to make sure that you're drinking at least a gallon of water. Do you have to wear clear heels in a figure competition, or can you wear silver? I do not believe there is a rule that says you cannot wear silver, but I don't recommend it, because when you're standing on stage, you want it to be flush to the floor. So you don't want to have a silver shoe cutting off your shoe or your leg to make you look shorter. So the clear heel is to almost look like you're not wearing shoes at all, and it's not distracting either. I think if you have colored shoes, it can be a little bit distracting to the eye. And my last question is, I know when you're prepping for the Olympia, you incorporate track workouts into your prep. What do you do when prepping for the Arnold, since it's wintertime in Michigan and the track has ice and snow on it? It's a really good question. I hate the winter. I hate the snow. With this past year in the winter, we really didn't get a whole lot of snow, thankfully, so we did go to the track. We couldn't sprint as fast as we would in the summer because we were wearing so many clothes. If we would run in our jacket and our gloves and hats. we would just have to warm up really good. But we would still do skips and long distance lunges and side shuffles and skip, that kind of thing. And we would do sprints as fast as we could. If it was snowing, we would just do stuff inside. So run on the treadmill for a minute, do jump squats for a minute, run back on the treadmill. So we would do that kind of thing. So unfortunately there's no inside tracks nearby my house, but if there was, I would definitely be there. That's all I have for this week. That's my question and answer segment where I answer your questions every Friday. So please continue asking them on Facebook and keep living the fit life. I'll see you guys next week.